There, everybody. It's exactly midnight. How about that? What timing? It's now Thursday, February 18th, 2021. You'll see if we refresh and refresh something, I believe this will change to midnight. How do we do this? Go into the cell where it says now. There we go. Now it's updated. It's midnight. All right, let's talk about college basketball. Pretty good day for the college basketball algorithm. 20-7, 17-10 on the spread. Like all these spreads, all these teams winning up here. It's pretty interesting. Some weird losses in the middle here with Radford, Eastern Tennessee, and Pittsburgh. I had all of those teams. You know what's funny is I had a ticket that had, I think, like 6 games and 5 losers on it. So I had Holy Cross, the only underdog, lost, so that was not good today. But there still was a lot of good things interesting. Somebody commented on the video yesterday and said, hey, isn't Southeast Missouri State? Where's that game? Where's that game? Where did that game go? Isn't Missouri State over Southern Illinois a good pick? Because the Southern Illinois is at 79%. They were right. This game happened. Missouri State covered. So, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here for the day, so can't really complain. Yeah, I mean, just a pretty good day. Let's talk about Thursday. So we have some preliminary scheduled games. I don't think I have all of them, but I will tomorrow. Go subscribe. I'm going to do a little ad for the algorithm here. So here's what I'm doing. I have a brand new subscription for March and all the way through the tournament and everything. I do a bracket for the big whole NCAA men's Division I tournament and everything. The name that you can't mention, or else like YouTube pulls the video down if you mention the MM word. But whatever, I say it, I don't care. But the point is I'm offering a new subscription that's going to be all the way from, let's just call it now, until the end of the season through the tournament. You get the bracket that I create. You'll also get the bracket. So if you want to run your own tournament, you can use the bracket. I'm doing that as well. It's going to be $100 and everyone just gets everything all the way through the middle of April, and I don't have to worry about anything anymore, any months or anything. So if you want to go purchase this and get this all the way through the end of the tournament, you'll see the most amazing stuff in Microsoft Excel that you've ever seen before. I've been doing it for like a decade. It's unbelievable. So anyway, that's the ad for this. Go follow the links in the description. Anyway, let's talk about the 18th Thursday. So far we got 20. That's why I showed this. We have 29 games in here to look at. Is there anything interesting? I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. First thing I always like to do is check the underdog button. Any underdogs? Just one. It's Wisconsin at home. It's an underdog against Iowa. How is that possible? How is Wisconsin an underdog at home? You don't go into Wisconsin and do anything other than eat cheese and meet nice people. Right? The same thing happens when you go to Iowa. But, all right. Well, that's our underdog is Wisconsin. Let's go through every single one of the games. I've been to Wisconsin in like half a year. I should go check it out again when it's not this cold. All right, let's talk about the games. Gonzaga, the biggest favorite on the list. That makes sense. But there's not a good line there. Do we think they're going to cover? If the spread cover is positive, we do think they're going to cover this crazy spread of 21. We think they're going to win 96-64. That's the other thing about yesterday, by the way. I go back, but our point projections were pretty darn good based on the way those spreads were looking and the facts that the spread cover, like, did the team cover the spread, and did our spread cover number work out? Sorry, this number right here, the spread cover number, and the answer is yeah. Yeah, it did. Like, when you sort this by spread cover, here's what happened. Descending by spread cover. You went 6-2 in the top 8 here. I mean, you did really well. Some losses in the middle here, spotty, but then it gets really good again with 5 in a row. And when the spread cover is negative, that means we think that this should be a loss. So look at this. Of these 4, or even down here with this 0, you'd call this a toss-up. 3 and 2 really, because a loss is a win if the spread cover is negative. Meaning our point projections thought that Vanderbilt was going to beat Kentucky, and they didn't. But in this one, we thought the point projections had. Oh no, sorry, the spread was 6.5. So we thought that Quinnipiac was going to cover against Iona based on whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, let's go back to today. Sorry, I just want to talk about the point projections working really well since I made the programming adjustments the other day. That's all I wanted to bring up. All right, so this is spread cover sort, but let's do the sort by descending by margin, which means we think when you compare the teams that the most distorted or this weighted game where one team is a Goliath versus a David, Gonzaga is the Goliath and St. Mary's is the David in this scenario, and it goes down like that. Like Belmont's better than Jacksonville State. Down here, Wisconsin and Iowa are really, really close the way this is. So Utah and Oregon State are really, really close. All right, so that's what that means when we're looking at the margin here. So is there anything interesting? Any good lines? Here's a Bradley at home against Illinois State is -1. Oh, God, Bradley's hurt. That's why. Bradley's missing apparently more than half their team. I don't have an updated injury report for tomorrow yet. This is very early in the night, so if you should subscribe to get the email that's current, that has all the current stuff. This is not current when you're watching this. There's going to be more current information. So be scared of that. That's why Bradley has a more reasonable line, because they're so hurt. Presbyterian South Carolina is at home against South Carolina Upstate. Pretty reasonable line at -150. Wisconsin's our underdog. Anybody hurting? Here we go. Sorry. San Francisco at Loyola is at home against Loyola Marymount. Loyola Marymount at only 83%. So the line's not great, but there you go. Tennessee State is at home against Tennessee Tech. That's a reasonable line there. But nothing screaming out saying there's a great deal on anything. If anything, Utah away at 82% means take Oregon State, which Oregon State's going to be an underdog if you open this up. Here, Oregon State is at +125. You can see that because Utah is at 82%, you'd be considering Oregon State at least +2.5 or +125 to maybe win that game because Oregon State is at home. All right, guys, that's the college basketball update here in under 8 minutes. A lot of interesting stuff going on. If you support this, you want me to keep doing these videos every night so that you can get a heads up and see what the schedule is for the next day. Go ahead and subscribe for the rest of the season and the tournament, and you'll be happy with the product you get because it's pretty awesome. All right, good luck, everybody. May all your picks be winning.